We are a Mandarin immersion charter school, and what that means is that our students, not only are they learning their academics, but they're also learning the Chinese language, Mandarin language, and they do that through learning their content. So they, kindergartners and first graders spend about 75% of their instructional day learning from a Mandarin speaking teacher. So they'll learn their math and science and social studies there, and then when they get to second grade it's 50-50, so they have an English teacher and a Mandarin teacher. One of the things that our students do really early on, they start with the listening and the speaking, but then we also want them to learn how to write the characters, and the interactive TVs allow the teachers to model for the students on the board how to write the characters, because there's a stroke order to how you write these, and it lets the teacher model for them, and then the students can also come up and practice on the boards. And then they can also practice in their books and on the papers. And so it gives the students that visual piece that I think just writing on a regular whiteboard is not going to give them, because they can have the background of the paper and can write over it, and you can't do that on a whiteboard. We like the idea of having that interactive piece, and Plus Inc. brought to us some other products last year, and then this year they reminded us that they have this particular board, and she brought out a sample for us to look at, and we like that it can go a lot lower than some of the other things that we have seen, so our little kids can get to it a lot easier, and they're not reaching really high. The students are more engaged in the classroom, and I think we'll see that as we use them more and more in the classroom, because they're wanting to go to the board, and especially when they're learning how to write their characters, it's going to help them. It's going to help their reading and writing in Mandarin. So I think just their interest, the students' interest, is going to increase.
I use it mostly for morning work. Each day the students get a piece of paper with, they're learning letters, letter sounds, so they'll get a piece of paper, and I can pull it up on the board and do it with them at the same time, so they can see how to do it as it's being done. We do brain breaks on it. It's like little dances to get them up and moving during the day. We use it for science a lot, because there's explanation videos that they can watch and sort of understand the science experiments better before we do them, so it's not a giant catastrophe. Yeah, so we pretty much use it all day. All my morning work is just, I have it downloaded on the Rico, so I can just pull it up in the little folder on the bottom. The brain breaks are mostly on YouTube, and then toward the end of the day we do ABC Mouse. It's an interactive learning website for this age, so it's nice for them. It does letter sounds, alphabet, colors, pretty much everything, and it's all web-based.